Okay, let's dive into this. At the end of every year, a lot of companies in East Asia throw this absolutely massive feast called a Weiya. It's all about thanking the employees. We're talking five-star hotels, maybe a celebrity performance, sometimes even a car raffle. But hidden in all that glamour are two ancient food traditions that, believe me, hold the real key to the entire evening.
Right, so you'll see these mountains of incredible, extravagant food, but the two dishes that actually carry the most meaning are surprisingly humble. A steamed bun called guabao and a fresh roll called runbing. So what's the deal? Why, in this age of corporate blowouts, do these simple snacks matter so much? Well, it turns out they're not just food. Nope, they're a secret code between the bosses and their employees.
So let's put on our detective hats and start with the first piece of evidence. At a quick glance, you might just think, oh, that's a Taiwanese-style hamburger. But on the Weiya table, it is so much more than that.
That's right, it's your wallet. The way that fluffy, semicircular bun is folded over a big piece of pork belly looks exactly like an old-fashioned coin purse, just stuffed to the brim with cash. So eating this, it symbolizes that your own wallet is going to be just as full in the new year. It's a direct, edible wish for your prosperity.
Now, get this. What's really fascinating is the guabao's nickname, Tiger Bites Pig. And this isn't just some quirky name. It unlocks a completely different layer of meaning. This one is all about a kind of spiritual cleansing, not just making money.
So the folk belief goes something like this. That big white bun is the wide-open mouth of a tiger, and the pork inside is, you guessed it, the pig. By eating it, you're symbolically having this powerful tiger just devour all the negativity from the past year. All the bad luck, the gossip, any setbacks. Poof, gone. You are literally eating your problems, leaving you with a clean slate for good fortune. How cool is that?
And the story actually keeps going inside the bun. The fillings themselves are like a hidden message from the boss. You've got these tangy, pickled mustard greens, and they represent the sour, the difficult times you've all been through. But then, they're topped with this sweet, crushed peanut powder, symbolizing the sweet reward that comes after all that hard work. The message is pretty clear. Hey, I know it was tough, but your efforts are about to pay off.
Okay, let's move on to our next piece of evidence. This one looks like a simple spring roll, but really, it's kind of like the company's annual report in food form. This is the runbing, and it's all about rolling in the wealth.
You got it. Just like the guabao is a wallet, the runbing's long, rolled-up shape is meant to look like an ancient silver certificate or a rolled-up banknote. So when you eat a runbing, it's a very literal way of symbolizing rolling wealth and good fortune right into your life for the new year.
But you know, the runbing's message goes a lot deeper than just money. Its real power is in what's inside that roll. It's a really powerful symbol for how a successful team or even a happy family really works.
I mean, just look at all these different ingredients. You've got crunchy bean sprouts, sweet carrots, savory tofu, fluffy meat floss. Every single one has its own distinct texture and flavor, right? On their own, they're just separate parts. But when you wrap them all tightly together, they create something totally harmonious and delicious. It is the perfect metaphor for a company. Different people with different talents all wrapped together, working as one.
So we have a wallet and a banknote, both incredible symbols of wealth and success. But why did these two dishes, specifically, become so important? Well, the answer isn't about what's on the table today, but about a terrifying dish that used to be there.
Believe it or not, the whole reason these positive, hopeful foods even exist is because they replaced an older, much more stressful tradition, and it all involved a whole-cooked chicken.
And this just brilliantly shows the psychological genius of this modern tradition. In the past, the climax of the Weiya banquet was when a whole chicken was served. And if the boss silently turned the chicken's head to point at you, well, that was it. You were fired. Can you even imagine the anxiety in that room? So, bosses replace that moment of pure fear with an act of generosity. Instead of pointing a chicken head, they give everyone a symbolic wallet and a banknote, completely flipping the script from "you're out" to "you're in" and "let's get rich together."
So, the crucial takeaway here is that these foods carry powerful messages of reassurance and hope. And with the next big Weiya falling on February 3rd, 2026, let's make this practical. Here's how you can actually eat strategically for good fortune.
It's actually pretty straightforward. If you're hoping for a raise or maybe trying to get rid of some drama at work, you're going to want the guabao. Think of it as your personal wealth booster and bad luck eater.
Now, if your team has been struggling or you just want to promote more harmony at work or at home, then the Run Bing is your go-to. It's all about everyone coming together.
So, whether it's an ancient tradition or a super modern feast, the real spirit of Weiya stays the same. It's about gratitude for everyone's hard work over the past year, and it's about a shared hope for a prosperous and successful year to come. These foods are just delicious, tangible symbols of that spirit.
So the next time you take a bite of a guabao or a run bang, remember you're not just eating a snack, you're taking part in a centuries-old conversation about wealth, luck, and community. And that kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other secret codes and hidden stories are waiting to be discovered in the food you eat every day?